Laurent Brossoit did it again. With the Winnipeg Jets playing on consecutive days for the sixth time this season, the reliable backup goalie came up with another solid effort. Playing for the first time since Dec. 22, when he earned his first NHL shutout with a 40-save performance against the Vancouver Canucks, Brossoit turned aside 33 of 35 shots to propel the Jets to a 4-2 victory over the Detroit Red Wings on Friday at Bell MTS Place. After watching Connor Hellebuyck make 7 consecutive starts coming out of the Christmas break, Brossoit showed no signs of rust and the Jets got him some early offensive support, building a 3-0 lead. Jets winger Brandon Tanev scored his 10th goal of the campaign just 13 seconds into the contest, converting a pass from Adam Lowry after Matthew Perreault helped create a turnover on the forecheck. Jets captain Blake Wheeler extended the lead with 2 seconds left in the first period as his backdoor pass attempt to Ben Chiarot was knocked into the net by Red Wings forward Thomas Vanek. Jets center Brian Little scored with the two teams playing 4-on-4 as his shot changed direction off Red Wings defenseman Mike Green. It was the 500th NHL point for Little. The Red Wings weren't about to go quietly though. Luke Glendening scored a short-handed marker in the second period and rookie defenseman Dennis Kulowski added a power play marker at 6:50 of the third period, making it a one-goal game. Brossoit made his most important save of the game at 8:40 of the third period, stoning Andreas Athanasiou with his left pad. Kyle Connor, with his 16th goal of the season, rounded out the scoring with an empty netter with 59.5 seconds to go in the third period. With Tyler Myers, lower body, joining Dustin Byfuglien, ankle, on the sidelines, Sami Niku drew into the Jets lineup for the first time since Dec. And he was used primarily on the third pairing with Joe Morrow. The Jets, who improved to 2-8-1-3-2, faced the Anaheim Ducks on Sunday. The envelope's pleased with all NHL teams just past the midway point of the schedule. There's been plenty of buzz circulating around which players might have a leg up in terms of the year-end league awards. There are plenty of deserving candidates in all of the categories, but for the sake of debate, and in some cases, argument, here are my choices for the major trophies based on where things stood at Game 41. Here we go. Hart Trophy. Tampa Bay Lightning winger Nikita Kucherov gets the nod, and not just for being the leading scorer on the best team in the NHL. The discussion. Gifted winger Johnny Gaudreau has the Calgary Flames atop the Pacific Division and he's the heartbeat of the offensive attack, while Connor McDavid has been in on more than 50% of the goals the Edmonton Oilers have scored, so his importance to his hockey club can't be questioned. McDavid was also a dominant force last season, but slipped on many MVP lists because of how the Oilers underachieved and missed the playoffs. Despite a coaching change and some tough stretches, the Oilers remain in the hunt for a playoff spot in the West, and that will obviously bolster McDavid's candidacy. For the second year in a row, Avalanche center Nathan MacKinnon is anchoring one of the most productive lines in the NHL. Yes, there could be some vote splitting, given how Mikko Rantanen and Gabriel Landeskog are playing, but MacKinnon is the guy driving the bus. Norris Trophy. Flames captain Mark Giordano has a slight edge in the two-horse race with Morgan Rielly of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Giordano might be 35, but he's playing some of the best hockey of his career at both ends of the ice. Rielly has the edge in goals, is a sound two-way defenseman, and he could easily be the guy with his name engraved on the trophy when all is said and done. But at this moment, Giordano is the front-runner for me. Chris Letang of the Penguins also warrants consideration. Vezina Trophy. Nobody is running away with this category, but Pekka Rinne of the Nashville Predators has my vote so far. Some folks weren't sure Rinne would even hold on to his starting job this season after he was pulled early in Game 7 of the Western Conference playoffs against the Jets. Not only did Rinne keep his job, he's playing at an elite level and is in contention for back-to-back Vezina trophies if he has a strong second half. John Gibson of the Anaheim Ducks is the biggest reason his team remains in the playoff race, while Rittich's rock-solid play can't be overlooked. Marc-Andre Fleury of the Golden Knights has been a workhorse and is one of the biggest reasons Vegas is among the elite teams in the West, leading the league in wins and shutouts, but his save percentage is a tad low to be the frontrunner right now. Selke Trophy Penguins captain Sidney Crosby is known more for his offensive talent, but his two-way game is highly underrated. Crosby continues to produce at a high level, while doing a solid job in facing top-end competition on a nightly basis. It's time he starts getting recognized for his defensive ability. Despite missing 15 games due to injury, you can be sure Boston Bruins center Patrice Bergeron is sure to be involved in the conversation before all is said and done. Calder Trophy. This one is a runaway, with Vancouver Canucks forward Elias Pettersson at the head of the class. He has dealt with a pair of injuries, but has 22 goals and 42 points in 38 games, and Pettersson has done a fantastic job moving to center from the wing. Jack Adams Trophy. One of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to this award is that voters often hand it out based on a team that wasn't expected to do much. It's okay to take that into consideration, but it's not fair to penalize teams at the top of the standings either. That's why I've chosen Tampa Bay Lightning bench boss John Cooper for this award, narrowly over Bill Peters of the Flames. The Lightning were in single-digit regulation losses at the midway point, and were forced to play without Andrei Vasilevskiy for an extended period. Yes, the Lightning have an incredibly talented team, but keeping a talented cast of characters happy with ice time and playing at an elite level is no easy task, and Cooper deserves some of the credit for the Lightning delivering a point streak of 16 games, which included an 8-game winning streak. As for Peters, he's immediately left his mark in his first season with the Flames. Despite having to replace starting goalie Mike Smith with David Rittich, Peters has got this group to buy in, and they believe they can remain in the race for top spot with the Vegas Golden Knights and San Jose Sharks. Other candidates include Dauphin product Barry Trotz, New York Islanders, and Jets head coach Paul Maurice, who had his team atop the Western Conference through 41 games.